Adventure is in my blood. Finding treasures big or small and having fun is what it's all about. With my wife Melissa and our 3 kids, life is pretty full. But there isn't a mountain we can't climb together. This isn't your ordinary antique store. My name is Alex Archbold and this is Curiosity Inc.
Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode, and it's a special announcement. I guess kind of a special announcement. Special, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's special for us.
It's special because we are announcing that we are going to be doing kind of a challenge. We've been doing a lot of renovations over the past year. You've seen us renovate a store. You've seen us renovate a house. You've seen us do all sorts of stuff, build cars. But have we done much around the house?
No,
Not really. In fact, it's probably been years. It has definitely been years. Like since Stephen was born. Like a lot of years since we've done any kind of renovations around our own home. So we decided to break it up into a couple categories. I am going to take the upstairs. We have a little living room upstairs. That's going to be my space. And you're going to get?
This room, the living room downstairs, kind of our company area.
Now, we have kind of different tastes. I guess in some ways it's similar, but I like more industrial, modern, chic. And what would you say your style is?
I like things to be really, very clean lines. Like I like I don't know what my style is.
Kind of like happy.
Yeah,
I like clean and happy.
and open and happy.
Yeah.
And inviting.
So we're going to take this challenge and see. Melissa's going to have full range of whatever she wants to do downstairs, and I get to do whatever I want upstairs. And at the end of this, we're not going to really compare spaces because we're trying to build it so it complements each other, and we still have to make sure the house makes sense. We can't have 2 areas that are totally way different, or can we?
Well, we still have to live together after this.
But yeah, we're going to start a renovation series in our own home, but not too crazy. We're not knocking down, well, I don't know, you can do whatever you want down here. It's not a lot of walls to knock down. It's an open floor plan. But Melissa will be doing the renos on her channel under Melissa Archbold, when we'll put the link in the description here, while I'm going to be doing the renovations to my space on my channel, this one right here. So you can follow along and watch how each of us are doing our own videos and our own renos of our little spaces here. So you got the downstairs, I got the upstairs. Let's get this party started. And in terms of time frame, we really are trying to get this done by the end of November. Because we've got family coming over for Christmas, and what better time to get everything all decorated and looking great than for the holiday season. So we're thinking what, end of November?
Yeah,
end of November.
Realistically, end of November, I think.
Yeah? You think you can do it?
I hope so.
I'm super motivated. I know you will be.
Yeah.
So we're going to get this done by the end of November. Way to put pressure on. That's like a month and a half. That should be doable, right?
Well, if we need to bring something in, then it gives time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we have to order furniture and stuff. Yeah, there's delivery time. I got to get on this. What am I doing talking? I got to get cracking. So although we have best intentions, life happens, stuff gets kind of in the way. I've got an old sign sitting there, has to go to the store. Abigail has a Halloween costume sitting out that she's been trying on. But really, we've made a couple errors. I'd say I made a couple errors when we laid this room out. One is that the area rug is way too small. The carpet is supposed to extend all the way under the couch, or at least to halfway on the couch. This is one that we had and we brought with us. We've been using it, but you can see it's not really doing what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to have carpet kind of by where your feet goes. That's not working. The other problem I have is that the couches, as we have it laid out right now, are blocking the window. We have this nice big window and we have 10-foot ceilings in here, but you don't feel it because the window's blocked, the curtains are there, so all you have left is basically like 4 or 5 feet of window showing. If that, you get the sliver because these curtains are very dark. The couches are also very close to our gas fireplace. It hasn't caused any damage, but with the way they are right now, if we do decide to turn that gas fireplace on, it is going to be heating up the arms of the couch, which will dry that leather out if we don't take care of it. But these are not going to be here much longer, hopefully, and I'll have another plan. There is a little end table over there, which really doesn't get used for anything. It's becoming a bit of a clutter trap for stuff sitting over there. The TV is sitting on an old bottom of a hutch. I don't mind that. I don't mind that we're repurposing furniture, but the cherry sort of finish that I put on there probably 20 years ago, you know, it's got chips, it's got some pieces missing. It might be due for an upgrade for a stand for our TV, or at least do something different with it. And then on this side, I have the showcases with some stuff that I've been collecting, little work desk, but you can see there's things there's not enough room. So as Melissa works over there, there's not room for all of her books. She's in school right now, but things are kind of piling up and giving us a little grief because there just isn't a home for everything that we need. Also not a big fan of the coffee table. It's a mission style and it's really not that bad, but it doesn't have much for character, and I want this space to feel interesting. When we sit up here, or when I walk into this room, I want to feel like I'm surrounded by beautiful things, by art. And there are a few good pieces that are sitting around, but it's hard to see them and they don't display very well the way they are. I've got my work cut out for me, but I feel like I'm up to the task. Well, Melissa and I were talking last night, and I was really bummed out because the couches that I have wanted, I don't know, like for probably the last 10 years or so, are super expensive and outside of our budget. But we decided that we're going to invest in our living space. We put all this money into renovating stores and houses that we don't even own. So we are going to invest in this furniture, and I say invest, but furniture has got to be like the worst investment. I'll never see my money back out of this stuff. I guess it's an investment if you think of it as though you will enjoy your living space, which I guess is probably a pretty good reason to buy almost anything. So I'm on my way to go and pick out a couch and a little side chair, and yeah, hopefully the delivery date won't be too long. We'll find out, but that's where I'm headed. Go look for furniture, and yeah, it's exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. Here I am. Come look at a couple couches in here, see if anything works. Actually, I know which one's gonna work. I've been eyeing them up for a while. I'm gonna look at it again, see what color works. I really like the simple design that they use in these stores, the occasional kind of antique, or faux antique in this case. It's easy for me to replicate because I come across the real antiques that they replicate. First off, I've been looking at a side chair like this. This one is what they call, I think, the Hemingway or something. It's got they always put a fancy name on it. It's called the Churchill. Okay, well, I was a little way off, but $3,300 Canadian is the price on that. Now, I know from looking on their website that they have one on sale. I might just have to check and see if they still have one in stock. The other thing that I'm not really a big fan of is the wall decals that we have. They were kind of a thing that people were doing maybe 15 years ago. That's when we did it. They were cheap. I think we got them at like IKEA or something. We didn't know what to do on this wall. Instead of hanging a bunch of artwork up, we put those up. Not a fan. That has to go. In fact, these have been bothering me so much. I think they're gonna be the first thing I take down. If I'm lucky, I can get these off of here without doing any damage to the paint underneath, but that's gonna take a lot of work. So far, so good though. I'm worried that I'm gonna get one spot that just will lift it right back to the drywall underneath. Oh yeah, a couple little spots there where the glue stayed on. Maybe I can clean that off. One chunk down. There we go. One wall with the decals removed. It's gonna start taking shape pretty soon. It doesn't look like much right now, it just looks like a big empty wall, but that's okay. I have plans. I also went out in the middle of the night, as you can see. It's evening here, it's dusk, you can barely see me. And I picked up a rug from someone because why not? This is the situation. My mom was parked in front of us because it is Canadian Thanksgiving today. And she said, why don't you just use my car to drop Patrick off? There's Patrick, everyone. He's blinded by the light. And he's now snuggling with a rolled up carpet that will soon be going into our upstairs living room. It goes all the way to the back. It's a big one. It's 10 feet long. I'm glad it fit. As part of our upstairs renovation, I need to pick out a paint color for the walls. I've decided to brighten it up a little bit. We have kind of a coffee color with a bit of brown right now, and I think I want to go with a bit of a white. Looking at some of the samples, some of these are a little bit too pink. That one's called Crisp Linen, and then it kind of goes a little bit more on the green side. The one that I like the best, I think, is this one, which is just called Ivory Paper. It's warm. It's hard to tell in this lighting, but it is kind of warm. It has a little bit of a buttery color to it. It has that antique ivory sort of look, and I think that's exactly what I want. We're gonna give that a try. I've started taking some of the cupboards and display cases apart because I don't think they're gonna work with the look I want upstairs here. They were originally in the basement, probably gonna go back down to the basement. That one got emptied. Unfortunately, it made a much bigger mess because the stuff that was in there got kind of put all over the place. And I started patching little bits of the wall, getting ready that once that's all dry, I'll be able to sand that down and get ready for paint. But for now, I've got to get rid of these guys. Well, one shelf is gone, but guys, what happened to that Lego castle?
Abigail broke it.
Well, like in anger, you were like, grrr.
No, I was trying to put it in a bin and it like crashed inward.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So you guys decided to totally take it apart and rebuild it.
Yes, now we have something cool and
Sounds fun project. I have to move that other one out of there now. I've also started to fill in any little imperfections in the walls where there was nail holes. Looks like I missed one. I have to fill that. But I'm going around making sure that it's all good so that we have a nice surface to paint on, and we'll put different and new holes in the walls when I figure out what artwork is gonna go up. But that's it for this episode. Next week, I'm gonna be painting the walls, getting the rest of the furniture moved out of here in preparation for a new design, a new look, and hopefully have an idea of what the floor plan is gonna be. So stay tuned next week as I tear through our upstairs renovation, and hopefully we can turn this neglected, well, not like neglected, but cluttered and busy living room into an amazing space for the family. Thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.